Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we're going to be flipping through the Planner Envy vertical layout. Pretty unique how they do stuff in this layout. And this is the large size. They do not have the vertical in a mini. They do have the horizontal in a mini, and all that will be in a future video. But it came in this gorgeous box, and I did get the Black Friday Cyber Monday bundle, which came with some stickers and a beautiful pen as well. I have the unboxing of all of that in a different video if you want to see that. But for this video, we're just going to be flipping through this 2025 vertical layout, and we'll do a quick comparison of the 2024 vertical layout. But the first thing you can see when you open this planner is this little sleeve here that does slide right off if you get it at the right angle. You can rip that off, but I've been putting it back on every time. I don't know. I got this blue cover, which is like really cute, almost like farmhousey cover, but they have a lot of different covers that you can get with the vertical layout. You essentially go to the layout, find the cover that you like, make sure it's on discs or coil depending on what you're looking for, and then you can find the planner that you want. So you open it up here, you have a plain inside cover. Now this can be decorated, I thought, but I actually kind of like it as just a plain cover. We'll see, because I might be using the front and back of the covers throughout the year, just switching it up. The first page says 2025 Planner, Organizing the Life of, you put your name there. And down at the bottom it says 4 ideas. Inspiration and videos on how our stickers and monthly subscriptions work with this planner. Head over to our IG at planner_envy. They have an Instagram page where they can show you how to use the kits and stuff in your planner. And they do have a lot of ideas. Quite a few are on the website, I imagine much more on Instagram. So that is fun that they can show you how to use their kits, and whatever works for their kits will probably work for a lot of other stickers that you already have. So it might be fun to go check out their Instagram. So for the next page, this is your year at a glance. You have all 12 months down here in order, and then you have 12 boxes up here. So you can put birthdays, anniversaries, whatever in here, goals, but this is like the yearly overview. So you can even just decorate it. There's a lot of things that you can be doing with this. No one way to use it. The next page is a bucket list for 2025. Now these pages are the same in all of their planners. So if you've seen the other flip throughs, these are going to be the same pages here. And then we will get into what's different, which is the weekly layout, in a minute. But this is bucket list for 2025. And then you have the big one here. So whatever your big goal is. Places to go, you have 7 listed here if you want 7 goals of places to go. Things to try, 7. Things to work on, 7. Things to experience, 7. And this is for 2025. And then next year you have a section if you think of something. Now this is going to be at the beginning of your planner. And because I'm doing 1 month at a time, it'll stay in the beginning of my 1 month, so it'll be easy to access. But again, you just open your planner at the beginning and you'll be able to find this. Here you have how I rate my books and movies with a title section and a star rating that you can fill in. And again, you could do books over here, movies over here, all books, all movies, whatever you want to do for that. But that's a really fun system, again, at the beginning of your planner. So if you want to maybe rewatch a movie that you liked, you can come and see what rating you gave it and decide from that. The next page is an important contacts page. And on these important contacts, there are 18 of these cards here. You have name, address, phone, and email. But this section could be easily covered up with a sticker, and then they could just be note boxes, goals, anything you want here. You can also just important goals, change the heading, or you can use it as it's meant to be used, which is the contacts. But it's a lot of space for anything that you want. If you were going to use it for goals, I think it could be fun to put like a sticker that kind of related to the goal and then write the goal in there. So that this could be a fun page. It's pretty versatile. Over here you have passwords. Let's avoid having to reset these. I mean, how many times do we have to reset our passwords? So I love this. I did get a password book once. It's like a little book. I can never find it. So even if I have passwords in there, I don't have it with me, so I'm not going to be able to use them. So I might actually use this. Now, obviously, if you're taking this out and about, you may want to pull this page out or not fill it out and use it for something else. So you could cover this up and do something else, and then you will have 4 columns of something to list. These lines are almost even. You have a little less for the password, but they're really close. So you could just have 4 kind of equal columns there to make lists. So this goes into January, and this is our first monthly dashboard where you have a dot grid over here, which can be very creative. You can doodle, add stickers, It can be a currently, and then you have January here. Now January 2025, it says this month, and they do have headings here that can be changed. Priorities with a 3 checklist, goals with some lines, a gray box for anything or decoration, empty box for anything, you can add a heading or just decorate. Important, again, you can change the heading. Dates and birthdays, this is really nice to have at the beginning of your month to know anybody's birthday that's going to be coming up. And this could be like a specialized focus on something here or just decoration or anything. And then you have a notes section down here. One thing I really love about the Planner MV planners is you have a monthly dashboard every single month. I love that. That's one thing I loved about the monthly happy planners, and why I couldn't give them up is because I love the monthly dashboard and I loved the notes at the end. Well, this planner has both of those plus all the full weeklies with a lot of extras on the side. And anything you didn't want, you could decorate over. But I like that it has structure here, but very creative and open over here. You may notice that there is no divider. The January is right here attached to the page. And I did notice a lot of planners do that, don't have the colorful dividers. And I'm actually fine with that. I thought it would bother me more than it does, but I do have a workaround that I'm going to show in a different video. So if you want to see what you can do to add a colorful divider, check out the video where I'm making custom Planner MV dividers for my planner. And because it's on a disc system, you can pretty much do anything. All right. So turning the page, we have the monthly overview. So in a Happy Planner monthly overview, whether you have big or classic, you're only gonna have this side column here. This planner has the side column here, which is great, but it also has like a checklist of tasks for this month, a box here for decorating or adding anything you wanna focus on, notes down here at the bottom, and then you also have room for notes up here if you wanted to. I love having the last month and the next month right here. It helps me be able to plan things to see what days certain things are, because I know like certain days are set aside for work or other things. That is super helpful. So I love having those there. And when you turn the page, this is also one of the very big reasons that I went with this planner is you have a self-care section here and a budget section here. And it's also why I got it for my kids, because I think it's right here in the front of their month, right before their weeklies. It's easy to get to, where before I had budget and financial in the back of their planners, they never flipped to them. Now they're able to just update it right here within a page or two of their weekly that they're gonna be using. So let's go over what it has. We have self-care and health, January 2025. And again, any of this could be changed if you want. Goal this month, you have a relaxation, happiness, and relationship circle. I don't know, you write something in there or you could doodle, whatever you wanna do in there. This is a how I've been feeling wheel. Now this is not in the minis, which is what my kids have. So they don't have this, but I like this for me. I didn't think I was going to at first. But you have feelings here like stressed, frustrated, overjoyed, productive, calm, and you can color in the little box next to these feelings and then do like a color wheel. Depending on what day, how you're feeling each day. It helps you evaluate like how many days you're waking up grumpy, and then maybe you could figure out what you did the night before, why you're grumpy, you know, is it lack of sleep, is it something that happened the day before, and kind of adjust like your schedule for that. So I think that's really, even though I thought it was kind of like hokey, I actually do think it's going to be useful. So I'm pretty happy about it. Okay, so this next section has 31 checks for exercise and fitness, and you have 5 lines here. Again, this heading can be changed to anything, but you can fill out 5 things here in exercise and fitness. Healthy habits, that can be anything by taking your vitamins, getting enough sleep, and you have 31 days of there. You have a box over here and a dot grid for kind of anything creative or decoration down here if you want to decorate this page. Anything else you want to add, it has a little room for. Next is the budget and finance page. So budget and finances, January 2025. And you have an income column, an amount column, a date, 10 lines here if you count the top line. Over here you have checking and savings section. So you have what you have in checking to start, what you have in the end of the month, savings, what you have to start the month, what you have in the end of the month, and then you have a financial goal this month, which is really nice. You have plenty of room to write something there. This section is all bills due, amount, due date, and a check if they've been paid. And then this section over here is a savings tracker. Put what you want to save for there, how much you need, and you have 3 of those boxes. Then down at the bottom, upcoming large expenses. So anything that you need to save for that's upcoming, and then you have notes, cover anything up, change any heading that you need. Now we're going to switch over to the weekly. And because this is the end of December, they have Monday the 30th. You have December and January up here. This week, 3 top priorities up here, a tracker. So even if you're using the tracker over here in the monthly, you can still track the same thing here right in your weekly and just transfer it. Or you can do completely different trackers here, or you could cover it up with stickers. You have this month and it highlights the week that you are on, which I really like. So you know that you're in the first week of the month when you're planning. You have a note section here, next week here. I love these gray boxes. You can pre-plan in these, put appointments, put games, anything in here that you want to do. And then a checklist of things to do, a task list. Now for the actual days, you have 3 boxes and they are aligned, which is very nice. I really like this layout where it's the 3 broken up boxes but lines. I'm not a huge fan of the vertical, but if I'm gonna have a vertical, I really like how this is done. And they have these boxes down here, which could be like a focus for the day, or you can just decorate them, put anything there that you want. So this is how the whole week, all the weeklies look. And then you're gonna see a difference when you switch between the months from just January. We go to the end of January. So the last weekly of January, when you open it up, you have 2 note pages. So it's a half sheet, but 2 note pages. However you want to use this, these are extra pages. Decorate, make list, make master list, anything you want to do in here. And then you go to your February monthly dashboard again, and you start all over. And that's how every month is going to be. Monthly calendar, self-care and budget, weeklies, until the end. And then you get your double note page spread. And then you go to the next month. So that's going to be exactly the same all the way until December. The other thing I did want to note real quickly is that if there is a holiday, it's up here at the top. It says Hispanic Heritage Month begins, and it doesn't take up room in your boxes, so you don't have to white out anything in your boxes before you can decorate. I think that is really well thought out. So the last week of December of 2025, it does go into January of 2026. You have, because it finishes the week all the way through Sunday. So you have Thursday through Sunday. And then when that weekly's over, you do have this note page, but then you have 4 complete sheets, double-sided pages for notes. So you really have 9 note pages at the end here, 4 full sheets, 1 half sheet of notes, and then you have 3 doodle blank pages. Of course, it says doodles and ideas. That could be covered up, or a label could be put over it. And then you have basically 3 high quality pages. And this is the back cover. So what I want to do real quickly, I'm going to leave this open to a weekly so you could be looking, but I wanted to read what this introduction says. And it says, the Ultimate Happy Mail Planner Envy 2025 Planner, vertical layout. You have a 2025 dated weekly planner, 101 pound thick quality paper, and a soft off-white. I don't know if you can see the difference between the white and the off-white here, but it's a really pretty color. It's so easy on your eyes. I think you're really gonna love it. 101 pound thick quality paper is pretty amazing. Hopefully stickers do not rip the page like they do with my current planner. And it tells you the size, which is 8.75 by 10.25, so 8 3/4 by 10 1/4. A lot of letter size planners are 8 1/2 instead of 8.75 by 11 inches. So we have this 3/4 inches shorter than like a Happy Planner Big, and it's 1/4 inch wider than a Happy Planner Big. And I'll have other videos showing more of that, like comparing them next to each other, but that's just to gauge you so you kind of know. It's 3/4 of an inch shorter, 1/4 of an inch wider. Packaged in a durable box for safe storage, and I am storing my son's extra pages. I put their planner on Happy Planner discs and a Happy Planner sized cover that I got from eBay, and I put their extra pages in the storage box that it came in. So it's super handy to have that. 2-page spread for each week. monthly dashboards, super unique, calendar spreads, which is the monthly calendar, which I love, monthly finance and self-care pages, lined and dot grid pages each month, a lot of extra note space. If you are somebody who likes to take extra notes, this is a great planner. U.S. federal and religious holidays are marked, but again, they are marked on the top. Let's see if we can get to one that is marked. Is there anything in March? Here. Okay, so yeah, we have Spring Forward, which is just the daylight savings. Okay, so we have Mardi Gras and Ash Wednesday all on top here, not in your spread. So extras are the bucket list that was in front for the whole year, the passwords page, the movie and book ratings page, year at a glance, which is the front boxes with the calendar, and plus more. Lined and blank pages in the back, 220 total pages with 110 sheets. So Happy Planner, I believe, is 72 sheets. You have 38 more sheets, which translates to 76 more pages in this planner than you would in a typical Happy Planner planner. So the value is definitely here. So I am super excited for this planner brand. I think they just went above and beyond. Everything is super high end and gorgeous, and I cannot wait to get started using it. So what I wanted to show you real quickly is the 2024 vertical layout that they had. 2024 is the first year that Planner Envy came out with planners, and they did a beautiful job. This coil is so sturdy and high quality. I love it. This planner was on clearance this year when I went to go find these other planners, so I grabbed it, but it's a 2024 planner, and they only did coils last year. They only did discs for the first time this year. Everything in their planner for 2024 is the same, but I did want to show you the upgrade that they did in the vertical, where they did the 3 boxes and they did the lines. Everybody loves lines. It just makes everything easier when you're taking notes. A lot of people will go in and add lines. Having the lines there and not having to add them is great, and you could still do some darker or colorful lines on top if you wanted, but it's super functional as it is. So I think it's a great upgrade. This 2024 planner I'm redating to use for my kids' homeschool, but this is the new 2025 vertical, and I think it is beautiful. So I'm gonna link below. You can choose different cover colors, different layouts. Like I said, with the same cover, you could get all different layouts with the same cover. If you wanted to do a couple layouts, keep the same cover. You can mix up the covers. Make sure you check your size. This is the large or the mini, which is very close to Happy Planner Classic size. You wanna make sure you get your right layout, and you wanna make sure you get your right binding, add it to your cart under the cover that you like, and you will get a really pretty planners. Okay, so that is it for this video with the vertical layout. I do have a flip through of this signature layout, and I will be doing a flip through of the horizontal layout coming up as well. So check back for those. Also, I will be franken-planning my 2025 lineup, which is gonna be including these planners that have just arrived. And I was able to make dividers, top tab dividers, that turned out really well for these planners. So check out those extra videos if you want to know. And then I will be doing Plan With Me's, showing how I'm going to be decorating these different layouts. A lot of fun stuff coming out. I'm super excited about this new planner brand, super high end. And even though it was a stressful transition, I'm very happy to have the change. Super excited about 2025 and staying organized. Thank you so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.